Alright folks, hello and welcome. Thank you for watching the RathCo Gaming Channel. I am your host, Rob Rath, and this is the April edition of RathCo News. It is currently April 10th, 2026. The time is currently 2:08 p.m. And today I just wanted to fill you all in on a whole bunch of different things RathCo related. So, let's get on with segment number 1, highlighted in green on the menu. New video games. Now, I'm going to be going through the 3 new titles that we're going to be adding to the RathCo Gaming Channel as of today. Well, 3 of the many, I should say. So, let's start with number 1. Alright, so, what more can I say about the original 1998 Resident Evil 2? Now, as you all know, in the past, attempts were made by myself to create a program, aka playlist, to create a playlist going over an entire walkthrough of the Leon A scenario, and then a separate playlist for each and every scenario. Leon A, Leon B, Claire A, Claire B. The only problem is the digital copy of Resident Evil 2 I had a few years back, it didn't really work out very well. The save directory was messed up. It would not allow me to save my game. So I did end up uploading a video, but it's just Leon and Claire's A walkthroughs, and it's just one straight video because of the fact that I could not save my progress. And it didn't include the cutscenes either, if my memory serves. Now this version, I bought it on Steam. It includes everything, folks. All the cutscenes, all the right sounds, all the music soundtracks, every frickin' thing imaginable. And upon completion of the A scenarios, you get the B scenario save file, which was something I couldn't do before. And by the way, from now until April 15th, Resident Evils 1, 2, and 3, the 90s originals, are all on sale, 50% off for $4.99. Now, let's move on to the second game in our list. So, next up is the original Resident Evil 1996 version. Now, those of you who know already that you've heard me talk about this in other videos, there aren't that many Resident Evil games that I have not been able to conquer, but the original 1996 Resident Evil and its remake are 2 games that I have not been able to conquer all the way through. I think I may have completed the original all the way through once when I was like 16 or 17, but that's about it. And again, the Resident Evil copy I have is on Steam, so it's the full version. Got all the cutscenes and everything included. So once I finish uploading all 4 scenarios, Leon A, Leon B, Claire A, Claire B of Resident Evil 2, the original RE2, then we will be moving on to the first Resident Evil original 1996. Last but not least, last up on our list is a game that I have not purchased on Steam yet, but I'm planning on doing so in the very near future. The original 1999 Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And as always, it's a Steam copy, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that all the cutscenes and everything will be included. And Resident Evil 3, I can't say it's my favorite out of the 3 originals, but it's my second favorite. My order would be Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, and the first one. The first one I didn't really care for. Not quite sure why. I mean, I do enjoy it, but it's probably due to the fact that the very first Resident Evil game I ever played in my entire life was the original 1998 Resident Evil 2. So, also, going back to RE2 for a second, this copy of RE2 that I got on Steam is the very first that I've ever seen that includes all 4 of the bonuses. Not the arrange mode, because that comes with the DualShock version. The bonuses, like the 4th Survivor, like Tofu, I think there's one for Hunk. So I'm also going to get into those, and I'll be uploading videos for those. Or, if Tofu is a full playthrough, if any of those bonus versions are a full playthrough, then I'll be doing episodes just like a full playthrough. So, very, very big, exciting things coming up for RathCo Gaming. Games that are not on the list. I do plan on creating more Myst survival content because you guys seem to enjoy that. And I'm thinking about delving into Diablo 2 and or Diablo 3. So buckle up, be prepared, because we're going in hot and we're in for some freaking chop, and it's going to be amazing. Now, on to our next segment, RathCo Chat. So, ladies and gentlemen, for today's segment of RathCo Chat, which, by the way, allow me to explain, RathCo Chat used to be its own show. It's going to be looped in from now on with RathCo News, more than likely. I mean, I might do individual RathCo Chat episodes, but I'm going to try to loop it in as a segment for RathCo News, or the shorter episodes of RathCo Chat that I come up with. If they're real short, I'll put them on here. I'll put them on RathCo News. But here's our topic today of conversation for RathCo Chat. This is one of the greatest book series I've ever had the pleasure of reading in my life. It is by author Rebecca Yarros, and it is called Fourth Wing. Well, the first book is called Fourth Wing. It is a very addictive book series. It's about dragons. It's actually, if you took Harry Potter and mixed it with How to Train Your Dragon, I guess it's kind of like a School of Dragons. But it's a very brutal School of Dragons, and these books are not for children, by the way. By no means are they for children. I am currently on page 330, chapter 27, and I am absolutely in love with this. This is the type of book where, if you're anything like me, you are absolutely not going to be able to sit down, read 1 or 2 pages, and put this thing down. That is just not going to happen. If you enjoy these types of books, that I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. Let me show you. Hold on a second, folks. Let me show you the other 2 books now. See if I can grab them without knocking over all my freaking books here. I have another copy of Fourth Wing over there because that one is a little damaged. The next book in the series is Iron Flame. So this is the next book I'm going to be reading, and I love the book bindings on these. They have awesome little photos of dragons. I don't know. Let me see how long this... Okay, so this book is 619 pages long. And I can't really say anything about it because I haven't read it yet, but there is book number 2 in the series, Iron Flame, and then finally, Onyx Storm. Real funny story about these books, guys. I purchased this book first, and it was because I'm in love with all things dragons, and I saw the dragons on the binding, and I saw how great the book looked and that there was a dragon on the front. I skimmed through it a little bit in the store, but I should have taken a closer look at it, because if I would have taken a closer look at it, I would have realized that this is the final book in a 3-volume series. So once I figured that out, with the help of my mother-in-law, Nancy, I went back and I was able to get the other 2 books kind of as an early Christmas gift or early birthday gift. So all 3 hardcover books. If you're going to invest money in a book series and you love dragons as much as I do, and you love mythical stuff like a school for learning how to ride a dragon and whatnot, you're going to want to pick up these books. Like I said, it's one of the greatest book series I've ever read. Also, I want to show you one other book series. I think I showed you guys this one already, but I'm going to again anyhow, because this is another book series that I really enjoy by a different author. But I have 4 of his books. I don't know how many volumes there are in total. But as you can see, I need to replace some of these because I've read them so many times. E.E. Knight's The Age of Fire novels. It starts out with Dragon Champion, which is about a dragon named Orin, and I've read these 2 dozens of times, which is why they're in such bad shape. But I have 4 volumes by Mr. Knight, E.E. Knight. Dragon Champion, Dragon Avenger, Dragon Outcast, and Dragon Strike are the other 2. So there's 4 altogether. There are a lot more books in that series. The series is about a family of dragons. Well, the first couple books are about a clutch of dragons. Each book revolves around one member of that clutch. One hatched egg. One baby dragon, I believe they're called drakes, for each book. Each book revolves around one. I mean, it obviously talks about all of them. Until you get up to book number 4, Dragon Strike. Once you get up to book number 4, this book revolves around the dragon from this book. Orin has a family of his own and raises a clutch of his own with his mate in this book, Dragon Strike. And that's as far as I've gotten. I've only read the first 3. I've read Dragon Champion, Dragon Avenger, and Dragon Outcast. I still have yet to get to this one because I'm currently reading the Rebecca Yarros series. So the 2 authors I gotta give to you folks today, if you want to read some awesome mythical stuff, some fantasy reading, is E.E. Knight and Rebecca Yarros. Be sure to check those 2 authors out as soon as possible. It'll be worth every penny if you buy those books. They are awesome and addictive. Now, let's head back into the studio where we actually are now. Moving on to our next topic, folks. I hope that you enjoyed this segment of RathCo Chat. Okay, last segment of the day, RathCo Buffalo. So, this is the part where I tell you all about what's going on in my hometown where I live. Let me start with the weather. It has been really strange these past few weeks, guys. I mean, we had a week where it would be like 50, 60, it would be in the mid to upper 50s one day, and then the next day we would be expecting snow. There were days where it was 35 in the morning and almost up to 50 or 60 in the afternoon. So the weather has really been really strange. It was almost as if the winter weather was struggling to hold on. As if it didn't want to let go of us. It's like, no, I can't let you warm up. That's what it seemed like to me anyways. It seemed like the weather was literally fighting itself. Like Mother Nature was like, I can't pick a side, you know? The weather was literally fighting itself. I actually thought that we were going to get hit with some horrible, like, end of winter blizzard or, winter storm or something along those lines. And I'm really glad that did not happen. The weather is starting to pick up now in Buffalo. It's actually going into spring now, maybe even, dare I say, summer now. The weather is improving. This time of year is kind of tough for me because of some personal losses that I've had, but I'm not going to delve into that. If you live in New York State, specifically the Buffalo area, now would be, in my opinion, now would be a great time to take your dog on a walk or to, get out and enjoy the beautiful weather. Definitely an awesome day if you have pets to take them to a dog park, or if you have kids to get out and play outside. Get outside. Don't sit in your house all day on your computer like I do most of my days. Get out there and enjoy yourself. As I said, again, Steam is having a whole bunch of different sales. So if you're a big PC gamer like me, you're going to want to get on Steam and check it out, because I'm sure that you will be able to find a game that you like somewhere on there. They've got a whole ton of different games. They've got a whole ton of different genres. Whatever you're into, you're more than likely going to be able to find it on Steam. Anyways, closing remarks. I just wanted to say thank you all so very much. As you can see over on the border of the screen, I put up a special thank you, because if it weren't for each and every one of you guys and gals and folks, RathCo Gaming and the RathCo Corporation would be absolutely nothing. By the way, the RathCo Outdoors channel, I'm thinking, as long as none of you object, I'm thinking about merging it and just uploading all my content onto RathCo Gaming. Whether it be outdoorsy content, I'll just put it into a different playlist. That's basically the plan I got going. I mean, if you guys don't like that plan, if anybody in the audience right now wants me to, anybody watching this right now would like to see me continue to grow the RathCo Outdoors channel, I will do my best. It's just a little tough. I'm one person, and I'm organizing, juggling two different channels. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing the work, and it's not that much work, but I just think it would work out a lot easier if I just had one platform, one place to upload all my content. Also, I am struggling to do live streams, okay, because I want to stream my video games, but I want to do it like where you guys can see my face on one half of the screen and the game in the second half. I want to do something along those lines. Or like I want my webcam in the corner, and I can do that with this program Bandicam, but I have to get up some money and purchase the program. Can anyone tell me any kind of software, streaming software that I can use to go live on YouTube and share live gaming videos? Please, I'm begging you folks, if anybody has any helpful tips or suggestions, please comment in the comment section below. And as soon as you comment, you're also entering yourself for a chance. You're also getting a chance to win a $20 Steam wallet gift code. I'm going to be doing the official drawing on June 30th of 2026, which is also my 38th birthday. So anyways, I guess that concludes this episode of RathCo News. I specifically created this episode because I wanted to inform you all of what you're going to see uploaded next. Be sure to check out, there's a new video on the homepage for the RathCo Gaming Channel. Also, be sure to check out episode 1 of RathCo Archives, which is the Leon S. Kennedy documentary, which walks you through the entire Resident Evil 2 game. It's kind of like watching a movie about Leon S. Kennedy. I think it's pretty cool. It's about an hour and a half. So you can go ahead and check that out. I just finished working on that. You're also going to see more episodes of Surround Dead gameplay and Dead Island gameplay. We're also going to be bringing back Dead Island Riptide gameplay. We're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing more episodes of Surround Dead because I know that you guys love that game. I already mentioned that. So there's a whole plethora of content heading your way here on RathCo Gaming. So lock in, buckle up, fasten your seatbelt, and get ready, because as soon as I finish uploading this episode of RathCo News, the uploading train is moving in. I'm going to be uploading episode number 1 of Resident Evil 2 1998 original gameplay, Leon's A scenario, which I complete his whole A scenario in, I think, 5 episodes, but I will be uploading the first one today, so be on the lookout for that. Well, this has been a 2026 RathCo Corporation production. I am your host, Robert Rath. It is currently April 10th, 2026. It is currently 2:25 p.m., and I am signing off. Remember to like and subscribe, turning on all notifications for RathCo Gaming. You have my love, support, and respect, and I'll see you next time. Later.